Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2, today with another segment of the maps. And here we are with Ilomantsi. It is a Finland map where the Finns actually stopped the Soviet onslaught. The last Soviet offensive took part around Ilomantsi in the Karelia sector and in the forests of Ilomantsis. And so this is the map here. You can see it really looks like the actual place. If you look at the thumbnail, this is, I always put the real maps in my thumbnails. So, yeah, as a player in the game, how are you going to stop the Soviets? Well, basically, if you start on the blue side, you really want to secure this objective here. You want to put, unload some infantry around here. You could risk it and go here and here as well, but only if you got really fast units, because you can be sure the enemy, if he's a good player, he will bring a lot of units around here to try to right away contest this flag. Sorry. What you can do yourself, if you don't have any fast units, which you should always have in your deck, but if you don't, just unload here your best CQC units with maybe mortars as well and ATs around here. So sorry guys, I just received my mail. And so yeah, you wanna put some AT units here down the road. You might want to put a AT unit right around here as well, or maybe you want it here because sometimes the enemy can move around troops there. If you do have AT units there, though, possibly try to move it over here. Actually, one here and one here, because the enemy could have machine guns there. So you could place your own machine gun around here. What I sometimes like to do is bring a tank just at the right place, around here, these parts, because if the enemy try to cross around here, then your tank can actually shoot at it. If the enemy brings a lot of units in the middle, then if you bring actually light armored cars that are fast, get them to stop around here, in their shooting range, of course, because some of them will have 750 meter shooting range. So just, this sector here is pretty good to stop infantry from moving around. Then you move CQC unit in this forest. You gotta be careful for units here because, sometimes you might be tempted to put something here. I personally, when I play the red side, I'll always move units around here so that these units can shoot here. So just be wary of moving troops too close to the forest edge. But yeah, so you want CQC units around here. You probably want to take a good defensive stance around here too. The enemy could easily go here, then here, and challenge you for this flag. And if he captures this hill, it's going to be very difficult for you to come and reinforce here. So by doing that, he's going to win 2 flags easily. So you don't need to put a lot of stuff here. But, maybe a AT gun here with a machine gun, or, a potent infantry squad. Maybe even a recon vehicles, like a BA-10 or a SPW, things like that. Coupled with 1 infantry should be enough. I usually like to put a bazooka squad here, or bazooka infantry, so that, if there's an enemy recon, he's going to get destroyed by you. Or, just do put something here, a little bit of defense. Usually, it's only infantry that are going to climb up here. Infantry or light scout cars, things like that. Here, the enemy will have lots of CQC units. He'll probably have, ATs around here. So don't move your tanks up here. Just defend here. Don't actually try to go for this right away. Unless you feel really confident about your abilities to take this part and take this forest, then you could go for it. But just know that the enemy, if he's good, will have lots of defenses around there. Then there's this part here. The enemy will always attack as well. They'll bring fast, cheap, and machine guns, things like that. They'll bring them down this road, and they'll try to take position in these houses, maybe even there, here. Like, these houses are all high target area. So what I personally like to do is I move machine guns. I unload them here, and I'm gonna move them, and I'm gonna move them down this road here. And I'm gonna take machine gun position here. And here and here. I'm gonna have one here, maybe one here. And I'm not gonna put it here because I don't want units over there shooting at me like tanks or something like that, or HE support. Just move it just enough in range to shoot, you know, at these houses like this. And it's good to make them go this road, because if they use this one, they'll obviously be destroyed. So make sure you got units on this road that will go for these objectives here. And it's good to have ATs as well, like, you know, M42 light anti-tank, or any sort of light anti-tank gun will be good in this forest here and here. And this will really help you secure this area, plus the enemy flag as well. Because for the enemy, it's going to be very difficult to reinforce here. But for you, it's going to be pretty easy, because you got safe road here, safe road here. You can, you know, and all of this is safe too. You can move around in here and, you know, take position there and really contest this flag. Now, you want, you know, maybe a machine gun here with anti-tank. You want a potent, strong anti-tank gun here. You want your light anti-tank gun here. And you want machine gun and HE support unit around here, because the enemy will almost guaranteed always have machine gun here, snipers and machine gun here as well, and potent anti-tank gun around here, this road here. And plus they'll have most likely 88 millimeters AA here, huge, you know, huge anti-gun on this hill, and huge AA on this hill, and huge HE support weapon like a grill, or you know, stuff that can shoot at 2k range. So yeah, be aware of this. Don't go too far here. Just really, you know, take this position by unloading by units here. Once you take this position, you're safe from anything that can shoot you down here in these forests. You want CQC units in here. Most importantly, you want a good defense here. Now, I would recommend you go for this forest. If you have a lot of CQC units and strong elite troops, do bring them in this forest. Be aware for bombs, mortars, artillery, airplane bombers, things like that. But do bring your elite CQC and do give a fight here. For the enemy, it's hard to get back here because there's a swamp, so you'll have to unload around here, or you'll have to, you know, go do the detour around here, or you'll have to try to go this road. If you leave this road safe for him to use, you'll be able to do so. But if you do have machine guns around here and AT weapons, then you won't be able to do that. AT weapon right here is perfect. Just gotta make sure there's no one here that can shoot it down. Now what you want to do to help yourself out capturing this forest, you want to bring a recon here in this forest, and you want to bring AT weapon, you know, a big tank, a big AT that can shoot at 2k range right here, so that when the enemy comes around here, you'll be able to shoot them down and completely stop their progress from coming here. The enemy only has two ways of coming here. The first, which everyone uses, is this road. The second, which you almost never see people use, is this here. The infantry, you see how light it is here? Infantry can cross, so you can bring your infantry here, unload, and walk the rest of the way. And this gives you a good foothold without risking the danger of having them killed here. You cannot cross machine gun or, you know, gun or things like that here, but you can move infantry. But, you know, so yeah, put sniper, AT, or a Stug, elephant, you know, big AT guns like that, coupled with, you know, maybe a machine gun here, a machine gun here to really, you know, defend these places from being destroyed, and maybe AA here and AA here to defend from airplanes, because you'll definitely get airplanes trying to destroy your defenses here. And here you could, well, you definitely want to put, you know, at least one MG gun here, a CQC unit around here, maybe a flamer, and maybe an AT gun around here. or a light AT gun here on the top as well. You want to watch out because the enemy will use this forest to come to you. And so what you can do is also you can put flamers in here or CQC unit, and you can easily capture this even by moving your CQC unit through the forest and, you know, staying hidden here. So that's it for the blue side. Sometimes the enemy will put units down here. They're easy to destroy. You can put your own AA around here. If you have an 88mm, that's a good place to put it. If you have, you know, any type of AA, any type of big heavy tank will be good here. They'll help you defend this place if they're 2K range. They'll help you defend, you know, here and here. And don't forget to put a recon around here as well to see what's going on. And the heavy tanks here can also help you defend, you know, around here. So this is a good position for you, a good defensive position. You can put machine gun here to harass the enemy. A machine gun here with a heavy tank here, you know, it's a good combination. Then, for the red side now, it's a bit of the same. You don't really want to attack here. You just want to take defensive position. You know, maybe a machine gun here, AT gun, you know, AT gun, machine gun, snipers in this forest is all good. AA around here is good. Put CQC units around here. If you do have half-track units, do send them here just to put the enemy on edge, because most of the time they won't have a lot of big AT support. They could, but they might not. So you could risk a few half-tracks around here with a machine gun, but you know, just be defensive for the moment being. You don't need to be very aggressive here. You want to be very aggressive in this forest. Always bring CQC unit in this forest first, because then the enemy won't have time to take defensive position around here. You can actually let your transport go here, unload there, and challenge the enemy for this forest. You can also bring your own weapon here, you know, maybe HE support weapon here that can shoot at 2K preferably. Maybe anti-tank here to stop the access to this road to the enemy. You want to put machine guns, snipers, things like that. You really want to defend this place against this area. Now you want to put machine guns as well. Machine guns because they're really fast. Machine gun and flamers are, you should definitely take position here in this house. In this house, all the houses, try to get machine gun in all the houses. Flamer units in this one. You can unload your flamers here, here, here as well. You can put some machine guns here, here, with AT weapons around here and whatnot, because the enemy will definitely try to go around this road with tanks here. There'll be tanks in here, there'll be tanks here, there'll be tanks here most likely, especially if you control this area. This is an easy flag to get at first. You can bring anti-tank rifle, get them to unload here, or you could try to unload in this house, stop these guys from coming in, and then if you have a machine gun there, then your AT weapon will destroy the units. If they unload, your machine gun here will shoot at them. So it's the best of both worlds. This flag really easy to get from the red side, as long as you got fast units. You want to unload, you know, maybe a Pack 40 around here, a Zis 2 maybe, Zis trees. A lot of Zis trees down this road will be fantastic, because Zis trees have HE weapon, so they'll be able to shoot down any shooting infantry, coupled with your machine guns that you will have around here. And in these houses. So Zistries and Maxim will do good. Don't put Maxim in these houses because they only have 1K range. Put your Maxim in these houses and then have some Zistries around here. You can unload the Zistry, you know, in this forest as well to kind of protect this area. You can, I like to put anti-tank gun in this forest because, you know, they can shoot down the road. So Zistries, AT, HE, everything you can think of to defend here is great. And go fast here. I want to see flamers, machine gun. I want to see bazooka unit. I want to see recon cars coming in here and harassing the enemy. This is what you need to do. Over here, be careful because the blue side will... they could try to go for this area. Good players will often go for this forest here. It's easy to do so. So get a lot of defending units here, a lot of good defending units here. And if the enemy doesn't send anything here, then you can, you know, leave one unit here and shift the focus to this flag here and then move around here like this and bring some recon cars as well. And here you want to defend very good. You want to have, you know, units around here, machine gun, recon cars, things like that. You want them around here to shoot at enemy crossing here. Then you want CQC units around here. Don't unload on this road. You could, if you do have a shit ton of them, you could. But then it's going to be a gamble because chances are the blue team might do the same thing. It's either a huge clash in the beginning here, or both players kind of go the safe road, unload here, and then slowly walks towards. But what you want to do here is put some machine guns around here, especially as the Germans... you know, maybe here. Is that the Germans? No, okay. I think that's a German song. I was trying to put some Finnish songs. It says it's a Karina, Finnish marching song. Well, anyway. And so yeah, this area will be heavily contested. You put machine gun here because the enemy could put anti-tank guns here and machine guns. So machine gun, HE, weapon. You really want to have weapon aiming at this place. You want CQC units around here, TNT, flamers, things like that. You want anti-tank gun, you know, maybe unloading here and looking at the road with a machine gun here as well. So you really want to put support weapons around here, CQC units around here, and support weapon around here. And that is it for Ilomantsi. It's not a map that is very fun to play because it's often a slugfest. And but you know, there's a lot of things you could do. Don't forget to bring mortars. You know, artillery in this game is very good in this map. And yeah, well, there you go. So I hope this was useful to you, and have a nice day. Goodbye.